My name is Chance Paupanekis. I'm currently the co-president of the Aboriginal Student Association here at the University of Manitoba. I'm also the current Aboriginal Students Representative to the Students' Union. I'm in my third year political studies, majoring in political studies and doing a minor in Native Studies. I've been heavily involved in student leadership ever since I started here in 2014, and I just wanted to take the next step and maybe see if I can apply the skills that I've learned doing my co-presidency to the general student population. So, yeah. Advocacy in any union is so important. It's so important that you have the union executive, have strong voices and have their voices be reflective of the students that they serve. It's often times where you have unions that will be rather stagnant and will be silent on issues that really need to be articulated, and that you see that often, not only in student unions, but just in unions, like your average union. And if I get elected as VP advocacy, I want to make sure that the students' voices are heard and that their concerns are dealt with, no matter what time of day it is. I'm a big person on equitable student support, in the sense that there are certain student demographics here at our campus who require different support systems, more support systems, and so on and so forth. So I'm all about that equitable support. Also about sustainability, both environmentally and socially, culturally, in the sense that we are a huge union on this campus. We're very influential. We have a lot of power on this union, and we have a lot of say on this campus. So it's important that we articulate our voices now as students, because it's now when our voices are the loudest. Vice President advocacy to me is one of the most important executive roles, in the sense that you have 25,000 plus undergraduate students at the University of Manitoba, all of whom have different concerns from different faculties, from different departments, just different levels of concerns, and those need to be addressed. And I feel as though, being president of an association here already, I feel as though I've already done that a lot in the past. Kind of sitting down with people, hearing their concerns, and then formulating a way that I can advocate for them and truly speak to their best interests as a student body. I want to get a lot done in my term as Vice President advocacy. Unfortunately, though, we only have 1 year, but you can get a lot done in 1 year. Obviously, the UMSU currently has campaigns and initiatives that are already victorious, like the No More Blurred Lines campaign, things like that. I want to continue those campaigns and strengthen those campaigns, but I would also like to introduce 3 more campaigns, and it's the Reconciliation campaign. With the new recent opening of the National Center for Truth and Reconciliation, the University of Manitoba is the epicenter of truth and reconciliation in this country, and it is important that all levels at this university truly address that issue as a collective. That's just one of the campaigns that I would bring forward to the table. Another one is the End Islamophobia campaign. With the current happenings in the United States, with the ban on the members of the Muslim countries, that's unacceptable, and a lot of our Muslim students at this university feel as though their voices aren't being heard, and they feel like they're being further oppressed. And this campaign would aim to set up safe spaces for people who practice Islam and people who don't practice Islam to come together and learn about each other in a really safe and respectful manner. Another campaign that I would really like to, well, it's not necessarily a campaign, but it's rather the continuation of the consent culture campaign. Our team wants to set up a sexual assault prevention and response unit on campus. In the past, as a collective, we've heard about many circumstances where students have been approached in tunnels, in lounges, and sexually assaulted, and there needs to be mechanisms in place that prevent that before it happens, and to deal with that and to respond to that, because that's something that our students deal with. Well, like any union, the UMSU is in place to advocate and stand beside their students. The UMSU is there to be transparent to their students. The UMSU is there to serve their students. Like any elected governing body, you're in your place to serve to the needs of your constituents. And in this case, our constituents are the students, the undergraduate students at the University of Manitoba. And it is important that we not only talk to our students, but we listen to our students. We hear their concerns genuinely, Anybody can sit down with someone and hear them out and just not do anything about it. But it takes a special kind of leader to hear what someone's saying and put those words into action and deal with the issue at hand. The UMSU is in my opinion, has the potential to be one of the strongest unions in this province. The University of Manitoba is the largest institution in the province of Manitoba. And the student union that drives it is equally as exceptional. So we have a lot to live up to. And if we get elected, if I get elected, I want to make sure that, I'm there for the students and that the students know that I'm here and I'm listening. Like any institution, like any aspect of life, there's always issues that need to be tackled. For the Students' Union specifically, though, I would say that the ridiculously high cost of tuition that our students pay is probably one of the most problematic issues that we encounter as a student body. Not only here in this institution, but across the country in general. Like, students, and specifically international students, are paying exponentially more for their education, and that is just unacceptable. And as an advocacy-based student union, we have to be there to do exactly that. We have to stand up for our students. We have to address their concerns in the most progressive and respectful way as possible.